and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra, and this is Daily Calls, your favorite show, a show that addresses all your stock-related queries. And this is where top market experts will help you out with the strategies on your stock-related portfolio. In case you're here for the first time, well, you can continue to send in all your questions along with your names, locations, and your contact details so that we can also give you an opportunity to speak directly to the top market experts and get a custom-made advice for yourself. In case you're watching our show live on our YouTube channel, then use the comment section there to send us your questions and we'll be happy to take some of those questions too. Let's start off by taking some questions with our top guest. Nilesh Jain joins in, Head and Vice President of Technicals and Derivatives Research at Centrum, joining right in. Warm welcome to you, Nilesh, and good to have you with us on the show. Let's start off by taking a market outlook before we take up all the questions that are coming in for you. We had a stupendous rally yesterday. It's quite a softer, start to the session today, and it's hovering around the mild flat line as well. What's the sense that you get on the markets? Do you think the recovery from here on will be slow and gradual?
Very good afternoon, Sakshi. Yes, absolutely. So for the second stage session yesterday, we saw the markets open on a gap up note, and this gap area are acting as a very strong support today. Looks like more sort of a consolidation, and these are healthy signs that after back-to-back gap up opening, the markets are not giving up the gain easily, and we are witnessing a kind of a respite from the lower levels today as well. So after testing lows near about 23,273, we have seen a sharp rebound of more than 70-80 points. So looks like more sort of a consolidation, and it may continue for another day, but overall undertone continues to remain on a positive side with a buy and decline strategy, and a breakout about 23,400 will provide another leg of confirmation. Then we may see a follow-up move towards 23,600 to 23,800. So dip should be used as a buying opportunity. 23,000 is a very strong support. A cluster of support, I would say, where 50-day moving average, 21-day moving average are placed. And on derivative front, 23,000 strike has the maximum OI concentration as well. So buy and decline should be the strategy. Even in the Bank Nifty, if you see, yesterday we have seen a good breakout in the Bank Nifty. It is heading towards 53,000 sort of levels. Today, across the all financial space, we are witnessing buying PSU banks, private sector banks. So overall, we expect Bank Nifty to outperform in the April series compared to Nifty index. Even if you look at the volatility index, where we have seen a sharp decline this week. Yesterday, we saw a 20% decline. Today, we are witnessing another round of cool off in the India week. So that is also providing more sort of a comfort to the bulls. So overall, we are expecting broader markets to outperform from here. And even in Nifty and Bank Nifty, we expect a follow-up move to continue.
Fair point, Nilesh. So that's as far as the market outlook goes at this point in time. We'll start taking some of your questions now. We have our first question on our WhatsApp number that's coming from Shiva from YSAC, and he wants to ask about L&T Finance. He has 386 shares at the rate of 155 on this stock, and he wants to know what's the outlook on this one. I think the stock is hovering around 158 or thereabouts. Maybe he's looking for a short term. He's not defined the period of investment, but bought at 155, currently at 158. What's the outlook on the charts near term?
Well, Sakshi, the structure looks strong as far as LTF is concerned. If you look at all the NBFC stocks, recently we have seen a good momentum. And today, although some profit taking is coming in this particular counter, but overall, the LTF, L&T Finance Holding is trading well above all long-term and short-term moving averages. And going forward, we can expect a gradual up move towards 165 to 170. So these are the short-term targets for this particular counter. With a stop loss below 151, one can stay put in L&T Finance Holding.
Got it. Let's take the next question. This one is from our YouTube platform that we are getting some questions. Manoj Bhai Kapatia writes in, JBM Auto इस भाव पर क्या बाय कर सकते हैं और एक साल तक के नजरिए से अगर निवेश करना हो तो क्या सही एंट्री पॉइंट है? आज काफी अच्छा मूव देखने को मिला है ये ईवी फोकस्ड कंपनीज में, जहां पर इलेक्ट्रिक बसेस को लेकर लगातार ऑर्डर्स के इनपुट्स आते रहे हैं। जेबीएम ऑटो में भी आज एक 5-6% तक का मूव है। इसके बाद क्या नीलेश खरीदारी करनी चाहिए?
देखिए, जेबीएम ऑटो इस पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक में आज 11% का स्पर्ट हम देख रहे हैं। काफी अच्छा
जी
बेस फॉर्मेशन बना है। एंड बिल्कुल ठीक कहा आपने। देखिए, ये स्पेस में आज काफी अच्छा अट्रैक्शन है। ओलेक्ट्रा पे भी आप नजर डालें तो वहां पर भी 7-8% का उछाल है। तो ये मोमेंटम जो है वो कंटिन्यू हो सकता है इस पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक की। अगर हम बात करें जेबीएम ऑटो, यहाँ पे 780 तक की जगह है, बट 11% के उछाल के बाद रिस्क एंड रिवॉर्ड फेवरेबल नहीं है। एडवाइजेबल नहीं है कि यहाँ पे कोई लॉन्ग पोजीशन इनिशिएट करे, बिकॉज जो सपोर्ट है वो अब 650 के आसपास है। तो बेहतर होगा कि थोड़ी सी डिप का इंतजार करें। अगर कोई होल्ड करके चल रहा है तो मैं कहूंगा कि आप बने रहे अपनी लॉन्ग पोजीशन में। काउंटर में स्ट्रेंथ है कि ये 780 से 800 तक का मुंह दिखा सकता है।
चलिए, यहाँ पर भी आपको राय मिल गई है मनोज भाई कपाड़िया। अभी यहाँ पर मूव और बढ़ सकता है। यहाँ नीलेश जी ने आपको राय दी है, उस हिसाब से आप आगे बढ़े। अवनीश चौधरी लिखते हैं, हाय साक्षी, गुड मॉर्निंग टू यू। अवनीश जी कैसे हैं आप? लिखते हैं नीलेश सर, इरिडा का रिजल्ट अच्छा आया है और आज 179 का हाई भी हमें देखने को मिला है। खास तौर पर इनकी जो बाइंग है वो 200 के आसपास की है। तो अब ये जानना चाहते हैं कि अब होल्ड करके रखें या फिर इस उछाल में निकल जाए, क्या राय रहेगी? क्योंकि लंबे अरसे से जो बाउंस की वेट कर रहे थे वो जरूर आया है अर्निंग्स के बीच में, लेकिन क्या ये आगे बढ़ता रहेगा या नहीं, ये एक बड़ा सवाल है। क्योंकि इरिडा नतीज अपने आईपीओ की लिस्टिंग के बाद से काफी दमदार रैली दिखाई। उसके बाद पिछले 5-6 महीने के कंसोलिडेशन में काफी ज्यादा डिप्स भी आ गए अपने ऑल टाइम हाई से। पिछले एक महीने में रिकवरी आई है 27% के आसपास की। क्या ये और आगे बढ़ सकता है और क्या ये अपने भाव को वापस देख सकते हैं? 200 के आसपास की इनकी खरीद थी, नतीजे बेहतर आए।
बिल्कुल साक्षी, देखिए कल नतीजे आए थे और स्ट्रॉन्ग सेट ऑफ नंबर्स थे। उसका इम्पैक्ट आज हम देख रहे हैं। गैप अप ओपन हुआ है ये पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक, और गैप अप ओपनिंग के बाद सस्टेन भी कर रहा है। तो काफी अच्छे साइन है यहाँ पर। हम एक्सपेक्ट करके चल सकते हैं कि शॉर्ट टू मीडियम टर्म के लिहाज से स्टॉक 185 195 तक का मुंह दिखा सकता है। हो सकता है इनके खरीदारी के बाद जो 200 के लेवल के आसपास ये काउंटर पहुंच सकता है। कोई बड़ी अपसाइड उसके ऊपर की एक्सपेक्ट ना करे। हो सकता है कि थोड़ा सा समय दे तो वो लेवल भी, उसके ऊपर के लेवल भी देखने को मिल जाए। बट शॉर्ट टू मीडियम टर्म के लिहाज से मेरे ख्याल से अभी भी बने रहना चाहिए। एक ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस यहाँ पे जरूर लगाएं। 167 का एक ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस यहाँ पे लगाने की सलाह होगी। और रिसेंटली जो 2 दिनों की बैक टू बैक स्ट्रेंथ यहाँ पे नजर आ रही है, मेरे ख्याल से एक फॉलो अप मूव यहाँ पे देखने को मिल सकता है। तो एक ग्रेजुअल अप मूव अभी भी प्ले आउट किया जा सकता है। एक ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस के साथ शॉर्ट टू मीडियम टर्म के लिहाज से बने रहने की सलाह होगी।
बिल्कुल, चलिए यहाँ पर भी उम्मीद करते हैं आपको राय मिल गई होगी अवनीश जी। अगला सवाल लेते हैं। कुछ सवाल हमारे पास व्हाट्सएप से भी आ रहे हैं तो वो भी ले लेते हैं। सत्यन लिखता है, विशिंग बिजनेस टुडे टेलीविजन वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून टू यू सत्यन। ही सेज आई रिसेंटली बॉट प्रिंस पाइप्स एट द रेट ऑफ 272 and my target was somewhere 350 over the next 1 to 1.5 years or so. So what will you advise on this one? Should I keep on holding for that target or should I switch to another stock? What would you advise me on Prince Pipes?
Prince Pipe has witnessed a sharp decline recently in
Yeah.
last few months now. So the stock is in a corrective phase. All the way we have seen the stock has started its correction, the major correction from the January 2024 when it was trading at 750. So we have seen decent value erosion in this particular counter. So it's not advisable to expect any V-shaped recovery or any exponential gain in this particular counter. But yes, from a short-term perspective, since the counter has gone into extremely oversold territory, there could be possibility of a pullback. This pullback may extend towards 280 to 300. It is better to wait and watch out for a breakout. The breakout level is placed somewhere around 295. If it breaks above 295, then we can call it as a short-term bottom. Then probably there are high possibility of this counter to move towards 350. With a time horizon of 1 year plus, I think one can stay put, but keep a strict stop loss. The trailing stop loss for the long position comes around 235. If it breaks below 235, exit longs, and if it defends those levels, then there are high possibility of a move towards 300 plus.
Got it. Let's take another question. This one is from Maurya. He says, "Hi, I am holding Bharti Airtel 1820 call option. I want to know, should I exit or continue holding till 24th April expiry? What will you advise?" Call option लिया हुआ है इन्होंने 1820 का भारती एयरटेल का 24 अप्रैल की एक्सपायरी के लिए। क्या स्ट्रैटेजी अपनाने के लिए कहेंगे यहाँ?
सी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये जो स्टॉक है वो काफी अच्छे अप ट्रेंड में है, काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग अप ट्रेंड में है। कल के सेशन में एक नए रिकॉर्ड हाई यहाँ पर बने थे, तो अंडरटोन काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग है विद इन टेलीकॉम स्पेस। वन ऑफ दी जायंट हम कह सकते हैं वो है, तो यहाँ पर स्ट्रक्चर पॉजिटिव है। अंडरलाइन की बात करें तो अप्रैल सीरीज की एक्सपायरी के लिहाज से हमें ऐसा लग रहा है कि काउंटर 1830 से 1850 की जोन में जा सकता है। अगर मार्केट स्टेबल भी रहते हैं तो यहाँ पर एक डिसेंट अपमूव हमें देखने को मिल सकता है। तो 1820 के कॉल में एक बार के लिए बने रह सकते हैं। फिलहाल के लिए कॉल ऑप्शन 11.6 के आसपास ट्रेड हो रहा है। अगर हम स्टॉप लॉस की बात करें तो यहाँ पे 8 रुपीज के आसपास का सपोर्ट है, तो 8 रुपए के स्टॉप लॉस से लॉन्ग पोजीशन में बने रह सकते हैं।
फेयर पॉइंट। अगला सवाल ले लेते हैं। हमारे पास कुछ और सवाल भी व्हाट्सएप पर आ रहे हैं। साई का सवाल है कि यूनियन बैंक के ऊपर पूछना चाहते हैं आपसे। 570 शेयर्स ये ऑलरेडी होल्ड करते हैं अपने पोर्टफोलियो में और 135 के भाव से इन्होंने खरीदारी की हुई है। एक बार देख लेते हैं यूनियन बैंक के शेयर को भी। और लगातार आप देख रहे हैं पीएसयू बैंक्स में एक तेजी पकड़ी है। 3% ऊपर है ये स्टॉक। पिछले 5 दिनों में 4% तक के आसपास का मूव, एक महीने में 12% देखने को मिला है। और अगर हम देखें तो ज्यादातर ये मूव जो देखने को मिला है फरवरी के बाद से एक पिकअप होता हुआ दिखा है यूनियन बैंक में। यहाँ पर क्या सलाह बनेगी इनके लिए, नीलेश जी?
बिल्कुल साक्षी, देखिए ये पर्टिकुलर काउंटर इनफैक्ट सबसे पहले अगर पीएसयू बैंक्स एज अ होल देखें तो काफी अच्छा मोमेंटम हम आज पीएसयू बैंक्स में देख रहे हैं। सारे ही पीएसयू बैंक्स में एक उछाल देखने को मिल रहा है। स्ट्रक्चर वाइज अगर हम निफ्टी पीएसयू बैंक इस पर्टिकुलर इंडेक्स की बात करें तो यहाँ पर हमें मोमेंटम है वो और कंटिन्यू होता हुआ नजर आ रहा है। तो सबसे पहले यूनियन बैंक यहाँ पे जो अंडरलाइन है वो 130 से 135 तक की मूव दिखा सकती है, और 121 के स्टॉप लॉस से सबसे पहले तो इस पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक में बने रहने की सलाह होगी। इसके अलावा निफ्टी पीएसयू बैंक इंडेक्स की बात करें तो 6550 से 6600 तक का मूव हमें निफ्टी पीएसयू बैंक का इंडेक्स दिखाता हुआ नजर आ सकता है। तो यहाँ पर यूनियन बैंक में शॉर्ट टू मीडियम टर्म के लिहाज से बने रह सकते हैं। 121 का ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस यहाँ पे लगाएं। 130 से 135 तक का मूव हमें देखने को मिल सकता है। अगर 135 के ऊपर निकलता है तो एक बार फिर से रिव्यू कर सकते हैं, या तो फिर वहां पे अपनी पोजीशन को एग्जिट कर सकते हैं।
चलिए ठीक है, यहाँ पर दोनों स्ट्रेटजीज आपको रेकमेंड की गई हैं, उस हिसाब से आप आगे बढ़ सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट वील टेक वन क्वेश्चन ऑन आवर व्हाट्सएप दैट्स कमिंग इन अगेन फ्रॉम द बैंकिंग स्पेस। दिस इज नरसिंह लखारा फ्रॉम जोधपुर। नरसिंह जी नमस्कार, कैसे हैं आप? और इनका सवाल है आरबीएल बैंक पर शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए बाय करना चाहते हैं, 180 पर शायद खरीदा भी है। टारगेट पूछना चाहते हैं आरबीएल बैंक पर कि क्या होगा।
बिल्कुल, देखिए अक्टूबर 2024 से लेके अब तक यहाँ पे पिछले 6 महीनों में काफी अच्छा खासा कंसोलिडेशन हमने देखा है। 182 का लेवल, इनफैक्ट 181 का लेवल यहाँ पर एक स्ट्रॉन्ग रेजिस्टेंस के जो स्ट्रॉन्ग रेजिस्टेंस के तौर पर काम कर रहा था, और 150 के आसपास का काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग सपोर्ट था। तो एक 30 पॉइंट की रेंज में काउंटर ट्रेड कर रहा था पिछले 5 से 6 महीनों में। अब यहाँ पे आज के सेशन में काफी अच्छा ब्रेकआउट हमें देखने को मिल रहा है। तो 180 के ऊपर अगर आज ये क्लोज होता है, जिसकी संभावना काफी ज्यादा है, तो हमें यहाँ पे 200 से लेके 205 रुपए तक का मुंह देखने को मिल सकता है। तो सबसे पहले तो लॉन्ग पोजीशन है तो बने रहे, और ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस यहाँ पे 174 के आसपास का लगा के चल सकते हैं। और थोड़ा सा समय दे तो मेरे ख्याल से काउंटर में पोटेंशियल है कि ये 200 के पार हमें जाता हुआ नजर आ सकता है।
ठीक है, अगला सवाल भी ले लेते हैं। हमारे पास ये शिव प्रसाद का सवाल आया है, नेल्लोर सिटी से है। लिखते हैं, आई हैव बॉट फिनो पेमेंट्स बैंक 1000 शेयर्स। आई नीड अ शॉर्ट टर्म टारगेट। I have bought this stock at 259. Okay, let's look at Fino Payments Bank. Yesterday, the stock was on fire. I believe it was strongly rallying in yesterday. So let's look at what's the pace that it is in today. About 1.5 to 2% higher. But the strong momentum came in yesterday when the stock had gone up. I think there was also circuit, but 18-19% of a move was seen in yesterday's trading action. And he suggests that he bought this stock at 259 odd levels. Your suggestion on Fino Payments Bank, Nilesh?
It looks like he has bought it today itself. The stock is witnessing some cool off from the highs. Looks like some profit taking is happening after yesterday's one of the biggest spurt that we have seen in the recent time. So this kind of profit taking is quite obvious. So now the structure, if you look at for this particular counter, looks slightly on a positive side. The stock seems to have formed a good base in the zone of 200 to 220. So we can expect another leg on the upside towards 265 to 270. Quite possible that in 1 or 2 days we may see those kind of levels, but advisable to keep a stick stop loss at 242. So with a stop loss below 242, one can stay put with the existing long position, and we can expect another leg on the upside towards 265 to 275.
Okay, got that. चलिए उम्मीद करते हैं Siva Prasad, you've got the answer to your question as well. We'll take one more question that's coming in on our WhatsApp number, and this is from Sri Hari Krishna from Hyderabad. He says, I'm holding HCL Technologies at an average price of 1684. I want to know, can I add more? We'll discuss HCL Tech, and we'll also discuss a wide IT sector view with Nilesh as well, because the earnings season is on. After TCS, Wipro, Infosys will be reporting their numbers today, and the entire space will be in focus. First on HCL Tech, bought at around 1684, so still at much higher levels than the current levels of 1423. Nilesh, what would you advise?
See, first of all, you have to look at the structure of the Nifty IT index as a whole. We have seen a constant decline in this particular counter in last 4 to 5 months now. So a high was made somewhere around 46,000 as far as Nifty IT index is concerned. Currently it is at 33,000. The structure is indicating a kind of a lower top and lower bottom formation. If you just pull up a previous 5-month chart, it is clearly visible the undertone and structure is on a negative side. So any pullback, if at all we see towards 34,000 to 35,000, there are high possibility that this pullback might get sold into. So we are advising to avoid IT from a short-term perspective. As far as HCL Tech, this particular counter is concerned, with a time horizon of 1 year plus, it can be accumulated, but better to wait for the numbers to span out. Post quarterly numbers, you'll get a better picture. Technically, the structure is slightly on a negative side, but we may see a pullback towards 1460 to 1500. If at all we see those kind of pullbacks, review it again, because we are not expecting any major up move from a short-term perspective. So structure-wise looking weak, but since a positional view is somebody asking, then I would say average can be done, but wait for a decent level, somewhere around 1350, averaging can be done.
Averaging can be done. I hope this has answered your question too. Now, Nilesh, to get you an entire sense of the IT sector as a whole, Infosys, we are awaiting the results. Wipro, we are awaiting the results. What's your approach on these two, and what's the approach on the entire sector?
See, TCS has already come out with the numbers. So we have seen it was kind of a more sort of a muted note. And we can expect the other IT stocks to come out in line with the numbers that we saw in TCS. Now, coming to Nifty IT index, as we mentioned, this particular index is in a corrective phase. In between, we saw multiple pullbacks, but those pullbacks got sold into. Now, we are expecting another leg on the lower side as far as Nifty IT index is concerned. Currently, it is trading at 33,270. And the recent low that it has made of 31,000. So this pullback may extend towards 34,000 to 35,000. But till the time it doesn't crosses above 35,000, one has to be on a cautious note in this particular index, because the short-term structure looks weak. Now coming to Infosys, a similar structure can be seen in Infosys as well. Pullback may get arrested in the zone of 1450 to 1500. Overall, the undertone looks weak. So just to sum up, as far as Nifty IT index is concerned, it's an avoid from our side. And if somebody is looking from a positional perspective, then dips can be bought into, but one needs to have a time horizon of 1 year plus.
Fair point. I hope this has answered a lot of viewers' questions on the IT sector amidst the earning season that is on. Let's take the next one. This is Ratna Prabha writing in. Good afternoon, Sakshi. Thank you so much for helping beginners like us. Thanks, Ratna. That's a wonderful thing to say. Thank you for all the appreciation. I hope that you're getting the right guidance from top market experts on daily calls on your investments. Your question today is on Wellspun Corporation. So, Ratna wants to know, why is the stock so volatile, and should she actually look for a swing trade here or a positional trade on this stock? Does any one of them, get recommended at this stage in time for Wellspun Corp? What would you advise here, Nilesh?
Well, Wellspun Corp currently trading at 790 rupees, and if you just pull up this particular stock's previous 5-year chart, you can see the stock has been in a very strong uptrend, and we have seen a kind of a secular uptrend, I would say, in this particular stock. So one should ideally have a positional view, because trading is very difficult, as rightly pointed out, that stock is extremely volatile. So in this kind of volatile stocks, it is not advisable to trade. But yes, investment can be done, and follow the levels strictly. 650 to 700 is a very strong support zone. So ideally, if at all it breaks this support zone, you should exit from the longs. And positionally, we can expect a gradual up move to continue towards the levels of 900 plus. So this stock has a potential to hit a new record high from here. So one can stay put, fresh entry can be done, buy in a staggered manner, keep a stop loss below 650, positional target can be seen 900 plus.
Okay, fair point. Let's take the next question. This one is from one of our viewers, Satya CK. He says, "Hi Sakshi, I recently bought Kolte Patil at the rate of 295. Can you please ask a view for the next couple of years? Should I keep on holding for higher levels, or switch into a stock like an Anant Raj, for instance, at this point in time?" Real estate in focus. The sector did very well yesterday. Mild gains even today. Kolte Patil versus Anant Raj. Where do you find better, opportunities for returns?
See, Anant Raj, Kolte Patil, both have almost similar structure. In fact, strength-wise, Anant Raj looks better. But if you just look at Kolte Patil as well, it seems to be already in the money in this particular stock. And being a realty player, we are a little bullish in the realty space from a short to medium term perspective. Across all realty counters like DLF, Prestige, Lodha. In fact, all these counters are showing strength, and recent momentum have already been picked up in this particular space. So Kolte Patil, a gradual up move can be seen in this particular stock. Positionally, next 1 to 2 years perspective, I think one can stay put in this particular stock, and 450, 500 kind of levels can be seen, but keep a strict stop loss below 275. Now coming to Anant Raj, this stock has given a sharp decline all the way from 900 to 400. So almost 50% correction has already been seen, and this correction in fact is giving a good opportunity, because the stock was in a very strong uptrend earlier. So yes, this particular stock can also be looked at, and one can switch position from Kolte Patil to Anant Raj as well. Keep a stop loss below 370, and we can expect in next 1.5 year, we can expect this stock to move in the territory of 700 to 900.
Wow, okay. So strong moves can be actually seen in the medium to long term kind of perspective. So one can definitely look at that. Next, we have a question from Momita from Kolkata. Says, "Hi Sakshi and Nilesh sir. I want to know, is it good time to add PCBL to our portfolio? That's Philips Carbon Black. I remember in the early part of 2024, this stock also rallied quite a bit. Secondly, she also has Naveen Fluorine in her portfolio, and she's been holding on to the stock since last 3 years with no returns on the positive side. She wants to know, should she exit and switch her money? What exactly should be the view on both? PCBL first, and next one is Naveen Fluorine."
See, first of all, Naveen Fluorine, we have seen a chemical space usually is a more sort of a cyclical, and chemical space have moved very sideways. If you just pull up last 5-year chart, the stock is in a very tight range on the upside. 4,800 kind of level, it is facing resistance, and 3,200 to 3,000 is a very strong support zone. So that's the band as of now, and we still believe that the stock is likely to oscillate in this range itself for next 3 to 4 months. So ideally, one should exit in this pullback. If at all it reaches 4,800 to 5,000, that's the good level to exit from the long position and switch to the better options as far as Navin Flory is concerned. Now, PCBL, these are the good levels to make a fresh entry in PCBL, and this stock looks strong from a medium to long term perspective. It has a potential to test 550 to 600 kind of levels on the upside. It has a very strong support at 350. So buy in multiple tranches, keep a stop loss below 350. And if you have a time horizon of 1 year plus, then stock has a potential to test 550 to 600.
Okay, fair point. Got that as well. I hope, Momita, this has answered both the questions that you've answered right there. Nilesh, thank you so much then for answering all the questions of our viewers today and helping them out with this clear strategies. Always appreciate your time. So thank you so much for being with us on this edition, and hope to see you very soon on another edition of Daily Calls. And hope you have a fantastic time till the time we meet you next. It's 12:29. Viewers, time to enter into the next segment of our show, and we will be now welcoming another favorite on Daily Calls. Raghavendra Singh, market expert, is now with us. Raghavendra ji, warm welcome. Good afternoon. Good